flexibility has been BetConstruct's key strength. We are very flexible and we adapt to changes, and it helps us to stay on top of everything.
This podcast is brought to you by Pragmatic Solutions, the leading iGaming PAM platform with a modular approach, including many benefits like a fast, secure, and scalable API-based platform, integrated with all major third-party products and services. Make sure you head over to Pragmatic Solutions and join our smart thinking.
This podcast is brought to you by Pragmatic Play, a leading game developer providing player favorites to the most successful brands across the industry. With an award-winning multi-product portfolio of slots, live casino, bingo, virtual sports, and more, Pragmatic Play is powering up new possibilities of play through one single API. Visit pragmaticplay.com and discover your favorite every time.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Ruzanna, head of gaming, BetConstruct. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here in the podcast studio. How are you feeling today? Day one of Sigma.
Good, Pierre. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much for the invitation. I always enjoy your podcasts.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure for me to have you here, Ruzanna, of course, because you have become true industry leader in the last couple of years, and getting to know you and BetConstruct over the last few years has been a pleasure. And I don't know how many positive comments that you get from the way that you host people at the events, the knowledge you have of the industry over the last 12 years that you've been in the industry. And I have so many little fun moments with you of interesting facts and stuff like that you have always been able to bring to the table. So it's really, really great to have you here, Ruzanna. And the podcast today is kind of like turning the tables a little bit, because you are always a very good ambassador for BetConstruct. But today I want to find out a little bit more about you as a personality. Ruzanna, do you want to start perhaps by just giving me your background and a bit of introduction to yourself?
Yes, I have been with BetConstruct for 12 and a half years now, and it has been an exciting journey. I started in poker risk management, and this role gave me a fundamental of iGaming operations and how everything works. It has been an exciting journey so far. And when I started, it was like a completely new world for me, and responsible gaming was a new world to explore. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. And so you said you had also kind of like a love for strategy games back in the day. So before you joined the iGaming industry, you were really into strategy games and poker and so on. Can you talk a little bit more about your interest in those areas?
Yes, I started as in poker risk management, and it was really exciting for me. The games, I'm also a bit of a game enthusiast, and I like to play strategy games in my free time, chess, Pokemon, and other games. And I know that, Pierre, you also started your journey in iGaming with the role related to poker at Betson, and you can relate how exciting it is to start your journey in that way and explore the world of games.
Yeah, for sure. So in my case, I was a poker enthusiast since I was a teenager, actually. And in school, we used to play poker together with the other kids all the time. And I was the person who was responsible for the books, like who owed who money in school. And we didn't play for that much, but, we played for a little bit money at that time. And then after I finished school, I took the poker game into a poker club, and I used to organize poker, and we played poker all the time. So in your case, Ruzanna, you were saying that you were really into chess then, but that is like the national sport of Armenia, more or less, right?
It's very popular in Armenia.
Mm-hmm. So what level of chess would you say that you're at? Do you still play a lot?
Yes, I like to play online now.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And so you still play quite actively then, I can imagine.
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exciting. And so then how did you enter BetConstruct? So you had a background of kind of strategy games and poker as well. You played a bit, you said as well. But how did you then find the job at BetConstruct?
I moved to Armenia from Tbilisi, Georgia, and at that time, the company was looking for someone who knew Georgian for their operations in Georgia. And this is how I started. And the journey from there to becoming, I was stepping into a really new world. And the journey from there to becoming responsible for casino has been exciting. I studied Armenian philology and completed master's degree in history and international relations.
Oh, wow.
These fields aren't directly related to iGaming, but it gave me a deep understanding of how to work across different cultures, and it's essential for the industry as global as iGaming.
Right. And so when you studied history, the history was focused on the Caucasus?
Yes, it was focused on Caucasus.
Very
Right.
interesting. It definitely has a rich history. When I came to Armenia for the first time to see you and our other friends at BetConstruct, I learned that Armenia is one of the oldest countries in the world.
Yes, exactly. And also it's beautiful to see how in our offerings, in our product offerings, there is a nice touch of Armenian history and culture. Like the Huri AI gaming assistant, it features a character from Armenian folklore. And now recently we launched the Last Battle loyalty system, which represents Vartan Mamikonian. He was Armenian military leader, and he was leading the forces against Persian Empire. He was a national hero, and the Last Battle also represents this character.
Amazing. I love how proud the Armenian people are of your country, and it really shows when you go there also. I think there is no other place that have more hospitable people than going to Armenia. You're very proud of your country. You're very proud to show foreigners how the country looks like and the history that it has and so on. It's always great to go there for sure. So you were saying, Ruzanna, that you are Armenian, but you grew up in Georgia?
Yes. I moved to Armenia to study at the Yerevan State University, and I started to work at BetConstruct. And so far, I'm still with the company, and I'm really happy.
Brilliant. So, Ruzanna, let's move over to the industry itself. So, you've worked in the iGaming industry for 12 years. And what changes have you seen during that time? What are like the major shifts from then to now, would you say?
During the past 12 years, in the iGaming industry changed a lot. With the technical advancement, with AI, the online gaming is now more accessible with smartphones. We have seen gaming suppliers launching new type of games, P2P slots, crash games, multiplayer games, instant games have become very popular. Also, live casino games with more interactive gaming experience.
Brilliant. And so you are the head of gaming, of course, at BetConstruct. BetConstruct does a lot of different things, of course. But what would you say are your main responsibilities as head of gaming at BetConstruct?
The main responsibility is profit and loss, P&L, and new games, promotions, product development.
Brilliant. So you would keep a very close eye on all the new releases from as many of the game studios as you possibly can, right?
Yes, exactly. But keeping up with new game releases is something that I really enjoy. But nowadays it is almost impossible to check all the new games that are being released, since we have so many new games every month, and sometimes more than 50 games on Thursday, because most of the game suppliers decide to launch the new games on this day specifically. There are hundreds of games being released every month.
Oh, wow. So how do you know which games to test and to look closer into?
I like to check most anticipated games when there are new features. Sometimes game developers highlight and they tell us what are the strongest game releases that offer new features and new experiences.
Brilliant. And so over the last 12 years, you obviously built a great career and you now are one of the leaders in the company. What would you say are your most proud moment in the company, or some of your most proud moments during this 12 years?
One of the proudest moments is definitely seeing the growth of BetConstruct during these years and how the company positioned itself as iGaming innovator, not only in Armenia and in the region, but also worldwide. I had the chance to contribute to exciting projects and build relationship with amazing people during this year. So this is something to be proud of.
For sure. And you work, of course, in a very fast-paced environment at BetConstruct. There's always so many different projects happening at the same time. How do you keep yourself organized when there's so much movement all the time in the company?
I wouldn't say I'm super organized, but I focus on staying flexible.
Yeah.
Flexibility has been BetConstruct's key strength. We are very flexible and we adapt to changes, and it helps us to stay on top of everything.
Brilliant. And so you're obviously, like we talked about earlier, very in touch with the game releases and the game environment of the industry as it evolves. So on that note, what would you say are your favorite all-time games, and also what are your favorite all-time game studios?
As I said, I enjoy playing the games myself, and the classic blackjack and poker have their special place, but I'm also a big fan of mega ways games and buy bonus, as well as hold and win jackpots and progressive jackpot games. I don't want to highlight some of the game suppliers, however, I like the games that are offering new features. They have feature-rich games, and they keep players entertained, and they have new features.
So instead of the 20th game with Aztec symbols that are doing the same thing as all the other similar games, it's more exciting when game suppliers try to innovate and try to do something new, basically, and put more effort into the games. And one of my favorite memories with you, Ruzanna, is one time we were sitting in Armenia and having a drink at a bar. And I told you about a party that we organize, our Showers party, which is like a yearly pool party here in Malta for a couple of thousand people. And you were like, isn't there a slot machine with showers? and you were right, because like 10 years ago or something, like 8 years ago, a very small game studio decided to do a very small game that was branded Showers. And this game was, it was there for a little while and everyone forgot it. But you remembered it in a sea of 50,000 games. You remember that one game, and that was when I realized that okay, Ruzanna is like super smart and she understands the industry like perfectly. So that was a fun moment for me, for sure.
Yeah, in general, branded games are really important, especially now. Most of the game providers have started offering custom games to their operators, and these games get visibility, and also operators are happy to promote their brand through the games to their players. And we believe that branded games are very important, and one of the BetConstruct major ongoing projects is the BFTH Arena and Harmony meetup, as well as the Ortak NFT marketplace, which I want to highlight today. The BFTH Arena and Harmony meetup it's a new concept, and we are bringing together the crypto, blockchain, and iGaming communities to explore new opportunities for growth and to deliver more engaging player experiences.
And I'm a judge in the BFTH Arena Awards that are taking place now on Thursday. And I was impressed with the amount of games that are released by so many different studios that are then branding the games in BetConstruct and your various brands to that award show. It's very cool to see, actually. And so, what are some of the trends that you are paying close attention to right now in the iGaming industry?
One of the trends I have been noticing is that many platforms have created their game studios recently, like companies like SoftSwiss, SoftToBet, Every Matrix, Prague Gaming. They have their own game studios, and we distribute their games. In return, they have integrated our games, Grid Rooms, Popoke Gaming, and Pascal Gaming. And now we have more partner relationships than competition. Industry have never been such united than ever. So it's good to see how the iGaming industry is evolving.
Yeah, that's a really interesting observation. So these kind of traditional competitors, let's say BetConstruct, SoftBet, Every Matrix, as you mentioned, are now competitors on one level, but they are also working together on a different level. And of course, during your Harmony event that BetConstruct organizes, when you invite your people and your partners to come together for a few days, you can see that there are some of those representatives from those companies who would also be competitors, but you are embracing them as your friends and colleagues, basically. It's really great to see that you are part of making that difference in the industry. And so what are some of the most exciting and interesting projects that BetConstruct has going on right now?
BetConstruct has built a diverse range of products and brands over the years, including BetConstruct, FitConstruct, the live data solution, Ucraft, website builder, VBet, our B2C brand, Fast Media, Your Health application, as well as Mr. First brand and Ortak NFT marketplace. I would like to talk about Mr. First as well, since BetConstruct was the first company in Armenia who launched online betting website in 2006. It all started in 2003 when Badalian brothers started with bet shops, then with a sportsbook, then in 2011, BetConstruct was the first iGaming software provider in the region. And we have also launched Ortak NFT marketplace that allows game developers to share to offer their game share to players and operators. In return, operators and players can buy NFT, which represents a percentage from the game revenue, and be part of their favorite game.
Amazing. There's always innovative things going on within the company, that's for sure. And I know also that you launched another app which is not necessarily iGaming related, but more on the health side of things in Your Health as well, right? I remember being in Armenia and Vigan presented this app. Can you mention a little bit about Your Health as well, perhaps?
Yes, BetConstruct was always focusing on creating in-house products. Right now we have more than 40 in-house products, and this is not only related to iGaming. One of them is Your Health, where users can exchange their steps and get rewards. I know you like hiking. You should definitely use it as well.
I have it already. So brilliant. And so essentially, the more steps you have in a day, the more FTN, which is the proprietary crypto currency that you have launched, the more crypto you can earn, basically.
Yeah.
So it's a good motivator to be out walking and to be active all the time. Yeah.
Now we have also added raffle there to make it even more exciting for users.
Brilliant. Ruzanna, you are one of the most beloved people of the industry. What advice do you have for young professionals who are looking up to you and who are also trying to establish themselves?
One of the advices would be to never stop learning and stay inspired and curious about the games and what's happening in the industry, as well as be kind and supportive, willing to help others, because relationships are everything in this industry.
Yeah, I agree with you a lot. That's what I took note as well from the travel stuff we've done to Armenia, especially. It's just how incredibly hospitable, again, that you are and the rest of the team is in BetConstruct, and how good you guys are at taking care of your partners and making sure that everyone is comfortable and relaxed and so on and so forth. And you do that extremely well, I think. So let's turn our eye to Armenia itself, because Armenia and the Caucasus, for that matter, have become a very important hub now for the iGaming industry. Why do you think it is that Armenia became such an important hub for iGaming?
Indeed, Armenia has become an important hub for iGaming, and BetConstruct has its key role there. Yeah, in 2003, Badalian brothers founded, they started with bet shops, then they launched the first betting website, and the company became first iGaming software provider in the region.
Brilliant. And so it's kind of like BetConstruct and BetConstruct started so early, right? And then I think the company has really brought on board a lot of young people to the company that had then become really smart, and they've learned a lot about the industry. So right now there is so many talented people in Armenia, much thanks to the work that BetConstruct have done for such a long time. So final question for you here today, Ruzanna, before I let you go. What are you most excited for in the next 12 months?
We are very excited about entering new regulated markets in the upcoming year. And also AI recommendations had a good impact on the product, and we will focus on utilizing it in our product offerings.
Brilliant. Ruzanna, like I said, it's been great to get to know you better over the last couple of years, and especially in the last year or two where I've gotten to know you more personal as well. I always enjoy spending time with you, and I really appreciate that you came to the studio here today to share your knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me.